So, we got the new Tony Hawk early. The new Tony Hawk. Y'all been waiting for 1+4? We'll do you one better.
5.
Let me just
one better.
Yeah.
The latest.
Go ahead and get this launched. It's the highest number Tony Hawk game. That means it's the newest one. Yeah, I gotta set up streaming for you. Hold on.
Yeah, that's how that works. Wait, no, but that logic that would mean that Project 8 is the newest one.
Oh shit, you're right.
Shit, we're playing the second to the newest one.
Oh, this is weird. This is weird behavior. This happened with some other game before, and I don't remember which. So if I focus the PS3 window, the recording stops, but if I focus the OBS window, it records fine.
That is weird behavior.
Anyway,
it
should. I'm pretty sure PS. Yeah, this should have background input. So yeah, a while ago we streamed Tony Hawk HD, which is the most beloved part of the franchise, and this one is supposedly worse. So, looking forward to see how bad this is.
Skaters? Well, you know what? The skater footage is in HD, so it can't be all bad.
That's right. This is the highest graphics Tony Hawk yet, Tony Hawk 5. I did launch it up and test it. It didn't look too bad, which means there's got to be shit under the hood.
Yeah, probably. Riley Hawk, is that his son?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. And Tony Hawk isn't he like 50 now? He's still skating. That's dedication.
He's older than that.
How is he able to? His knees gotta be
still skating or not.
Because skateboarding is like a high impact sport.
I don't think he does drugs or anything, but the man has aged like milk. I'm sorry to say.
Yeah,
he looks much older than he is.
To be fair, he's always looked like 50, even when he was like 20.
Yeah, he did kind of always look old.
I was watching old Jackass footage, and like the dude always looked like that.
So this one does not have local multiplayer, as far as I could see. I would have liked to play it with Jack, but no, we're gonna have to go like NES era and take turns.
Unfortunately, or get you 2 players, 1 controller.
With Tony Hawk, fuck that.
Well, you can't make your own skater?
Is there no creative skater in this?
Oh,
they removed it?
Who the fuck are you?
Locked. Well, it kind of spoils who it is if we can see it. Whoever it is.
What kind of crossover was it supposed to be with?
I don't know.
Oh, no creative skater. You can create a park, but not a skater.
I don't remember if that was in Tony Hawk HD. Also, just suddenly got louder in the bios for some reason.
The character models look like shit. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Theme songs!
I was gonna say, the intro music was almost like nu metal. Is very... Like... Not this, but the one that was playing before.
Yeah.
Okay, well, this character isn't either of these people, but apparently Lil Wayne and Tyler, the Creator, are in this.
Oh, nice!
As are the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, make guest appearances.
Alright, guest appearances, got it.
That's less weird guest characters than Underground 2 had. What?
This game wasn't ever fully released, right? They just kind of released a little bit of it, and then they're like, sorry, and then they delisted it from everything immediately afterward.
I'm pretty sure it was released. I don't know if it was delisted because it wasn't... HD was delisted. I still had that on Steam. But I don't think this one was on PC.
This is the one they believed in.
This one was PS3, Xbox 360, PS4, and Xbox One. So they bothered to like put this on the newer generations at the time. You just checking out theme music?
Yeah. I'm trying to find one I recognize. The fact that I don't is making me feel old.
That sounded familiar, Lizzie's. Hey, it's Vine Sauce Vinny.
No, that's V-Dub.
V-Dub, yeah, you're right.
Look at all those fucking, like, you have to have their sponsors.
That is a lot of sponsors.
Yeah, was Chris Cobra Cole. Fucking what?
Isn't this the dude who fucked up New Orleans?
By summoning it as a... Looks, I think so. Right. That seems to be all of them.
It was named the worst video game of 2015 by Entertainment Weekly.
Would you like a refresher course on the basics? Hell yeah! Tutorial level, let's go!
Welcome to the skate tutorial. We couldn't afford voiceover. Hope you know how to read. This is your own private... Barracks? Is that how you spell barracks?
No, not even a close. Barry.
You can use...
Like
that must be a pun of some kind.
Skate over the mission icon and press L2 to break, then press... Okay.
Oh, we got, like, mobile game iconography.
Is the frame rate supposed to be like this? Is that for you?
It's gonna be... It's 15 on Discord. Parsec should be okay.
Parsec is probably getting free then. I'm not watching through Discord. Okay, yeah, I did! Wow.
Hold square to begin... Okay. Wait, there was a tutorial to begin the tutorial?
Oh.
Are you holding square?
Navigate with... But I was hitting square! It said
Hold square, not hit it.
I'm holding it! Is
okay.
Square not, like, square on my... Oh, square is circle on my controller, okay. Good to know.
Okay, we should probably change that then.
No, it's fine, I'll adapt.
Okay.
I don't want you tearing apart, like, the controller thing for this game. Also, it could be this game. It could be square, not circle, and you wouldn't even know.
And they left the square prompt in.
Yeah, I that's funny to me. I'm gonna believe that.
Press R2 or okay. Why not just up? Why add R2 to that?
I don't know.
All right.
Maybe you don't. Maybe you want like better steering.
We can't let Lex Luthor win. Got hiccup for a second. So
this is actually kind of scary.
PS3 emulation is still fairly early. It's been around for years, but there's a lot of stuff it doesn't support. Sonic 06 is not supported. Blur, we got a crash in. I couldn't run that. Mod Nation Racers, lots of graphical like glitches. Tony Hawk 5 runs perfectly. They made sure that they had that one ready.
It's for archival purposes.
Yeah. I don't think they made sure. It probably just wasn't very complex. I don't know.
It's Unreal Tech. Like, by the way, wasn't
do you know
it that,
how
like,
to jump?
By the way, wasn't it like the PS2 emulation, PS3 emulation is like in its early stages. To slam or grind. Oh, wait,
okay,
this game has hip drop mechanics. All right.
So if you're in the air, you'll ground pound. You'll Mario stomp by pressing triangle in the air.
What? Why was?
So was that not triangle for you?
No, it's where square should be. What the fuck?
Are you sure you don't want to just reassign the buttons?
I'm gonna have to. Fuck.
It's only gonna take a second.
Yeah, go for it.
Pads. At least everything else seems to be right, so it's weird.
Everything is fine. What the fuck?
Hit triangle, I guess? Square, circle, X. Yeah, it shifted square and triangle around, didn't it? Those swapped.
Okay. That was weird. That's so weird. Okay. Okay, gotta grind.
So it's just those two that were swapped for some reason.
In theory, I like the idea of just being able to go down instantly. In practice, I don't know.
It looks jank. It doesn't look... Yeah. There's not like an animation where you Mario ground pound. You just... It's like fast falling in Smash.
Faster falling, yeah.
Collectibles of various types are hidden throughout every level. Collecting all of each type earns a reward.
Let's collect all the skate letters. Cell shading!
The graphical style... I don't know what it reminds... I mentioned, like, mobile games. I don't know what else it reminds me of.
It is very, very cheap looking.
It's like bubbly and modern, and it doesn't look like skaterish.
Yeah.
Very brightly colored.
I think the character texture for Tony, it doesn't match with all the other textures look too cartoony. Like
this, yeah,
slightly more. I don't know how to explain it. He doesn't belong here. What are you doing here, Tony? Okay, what am I? Oh my god.
All right, tutorial number 2.
So he doesn't like. So what's fucking with me is that. So that's what I expect, right? Him to just kind of go, but he just.
What?
It's weird.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe when I play, I'll be able to describe it.
Yeah, you'll be able to describe it better, but suffice to say, it is just so weird. I'm done with the tutorial.
Oh, you're not gonna do the rest?
Yeah. What else is this? The entire game? The entire game is just the tutorial. Because they didn't release it. Okay.
Let me read more about this game while you keep doing this, because I don't know about that didn't release thing you're talking about.
Okay, I could be wrong, but I think that's how it was.
As the licensing deal between Tony Hawk and Activision was set to expire by the end of 2015, the game was hastily developed within a few months and released unfinished, with most content contained in a large day one patch.
Yep, that's.
Okay, so they did they added everything. I don't know why it was a patch, but
why does it do that?
I hope I have the patch.
What if you don't?
What if this is the launch version? This is the extra. This is the shittiest one.
I'm sure they have the patch. They added the patch. Okay. Do a grab. Why does that happen? They don't explain it. It's just.
Why this?
Yeah. You notice that too? I'm not going crazy.
I mean, I see the slowdown effect. I don't know what's triggering it.
I don't either.
In Underground 2, it was like you click the stick thing to activate that.
That's not what I'm doing. All right.
Okay, here we go.
Manual.
In addition to those rappers I mentioned and the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, game does not feature the option to create an individual skater. However, all skaters available can be modified by exchanging their head, torso, or legs. Why?
What?
Wait, so we can't make SK8, but we can Frankenstein Tony Hawk into SK8.
We can, yeah. You want to?
Several of these customizations allow the inclusion of characters from different franchises, although they are not recognized as their own characters.
They fucking WWE'd it. That's what they did when they didn't have the wrestlers anymore, but they still had the assets.
All right, so this is a pretty wacky list of characters. I'll let you go into the character editor and see if they're in there, and be surprised.
Okay. Yeah, let's do it.
Jack, who's your favorite Pokemon? Snorlax, right?
Yeah, Snorlax. Oh, did somebody ask that, or?
Yeah.
Or was that just you? All right. I mean, fuck it. Oh, I don't have any points to spend on stats. It's statless.
R1 for skater?
I know.
Customize, there we go.
Tony Hawk 80s alt.
He looks exactly the same. He still looks 50. They just change his hair.
I have $75. Wait, I have to pay
Okay, so we have to pay for parts, but maybe we can at least browse them.
I wonder if no, because this is post everything post PS2. It was.
That's so few.
Oh man!
So we're not gonna be able to unlock any of these. It looks like there's so many that are locked. Also, that's a real lack of customization. Just head and body.
Yeah, that's lazy as fuck. I don't like it when games decide to do that. Either go all in or go get the fuck out.
Suit?
Man, we don't get access to the suit.
500.
Might not even be a suit. It's just the fact that
looking good.
Oh, also, oh wow, that is.
make him however you want, or you can just go back to the regular skaters. I don't care.
This is wait, I ain't safe though. Why is Tony?
No, this is Tony Hawk now. Retroactively, this is what he has always been. You Book of the Ended him, Jack. You haven't finished the skate tutorial.
This game is not doing much yet. It feels like it's just driving me insane. Okay, Tony. This is Tony with an I.
Antonio Falcon. Okay, so, well, since we didn't get to see them because they're all, like, locked, that one character we saw was King Graham from King's Quest.
Okay. King's Quest?
Yeah.
That's an obscure fucking pull.
Other characters in the editor include Octodad, Ratchet, Sackboy, Sweet Tooth, and...
Just all the Activision shit?
Xbox featured the character from Sunset Overdrive, Cuphead, and Mugman.
Okay.
This feels like it was so much earlier than Cuphead. When was Tony Hawk HD? Tony Hawk HD.
Oh no! Xelrog, it's the dubstep!
Wub wub. Oh, wait, speed up. What? Is it? Maybe I have a speed up hotkey. Maybe that's what's happening.
No, like, I don't know what the...
So you're not getting speed up. There's just... You're talking about that time slow thing?
Yeah.
HD was 2012, so this was 3 years later.
Ow. I got,
10th main installment in the series, this game is the first new title since 2007's Proving Ground.
That was all the way in 2007? Wow.
If we're not even acknowledging the HD, that's not a new game.
That's not a new game. It's a old
shitty remake,
game.
I guess, yeah.
Yeah.
So Proving Ground was... So, we got Project 8, and then Proving Ground was the last one before this one. Which I think that was the one that tried to be realistic like Skate.
I think so, yeah. I only know one thing from that, and that's like a skater trying to say that the skate park is for everybody, and a guy in a mask punches him. Alright, high score!
I have it. We could try it, assuming that is, that runs as well as this does.
If it was on PS2, it was probably on Xbox, and all Xbox games can be easily emulated now.
Well, they can be converted to PC. There's like a recompiler for Xbox now.
Yeah, that's what we do. Totally righteous.
It was on mobile. What?
Like Proving Ground mobile? What the fuck are you talking about? All right.
Okay, it was on PlayStation 2 and Nintendo Wii.
Well, that can be easily emulated.
we emulate the Wii version.
System.
What about we should do the Nintendo DS version?
It's probably like a completely different game.
I'm sure.
Welcome to the combo tutorial. Yada yada. It's Speed Trick combo. Yep. Grind to
I never tried any of the handheld games. I know the early ones were like 2D. Like the first one was side-scrolling, and then maybe the second or third one was isometric.
Scoot the burbs. Scoot the burbs. It's like that.
That game looked like Paperboy.
Yeah.
Do a flip trick, then do a manual.
Oh, easiest fucking thing in the world. Wait, can I... That counts! Yeah!
3 tricks. Right. Do you think you can handle it?
Ollie to the grind, flip, and then manual. Okay.
If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. Wait, what? He did it! What do you mean so close?
What the fuck are you talking about? Sorry, the music distracted me. Is this rapcore? Give me a moment. So it's grind trying to flip trick the manual.
I don't hate it. It's a little like Evanescence.
A little bit, yeah. Oh wait, I forgot to. Did that count? Nope. We're not critics. We're just haters. Is that what she said?
We just hate it all anyway, or something. Let me look up the. This is the first installment in the Tony Hawk series, which allows online features via the PlayStation Network.
At first and the last, probably.
This was the premiere. This was their debut for online Tony Hawk. I thought the earlier ones had online on PS2. I guess not.
Imagine doing it so much worse than like hobbyists who are retro engineering old shit.
Tony Hawk. Okay, the first result is a YouTube video. Tony Hawk Pro Skater 5. My opinion on the slam mechanic.
Is it just a 5-second video saying it sucks?
It's 2 minutes, so it can't be that involved.
It's just him going, it sucks. Him or her going, it sucks, and then.
I'm just looking for what the fuck this slowdown mechanic is. You should probably avoid Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 5 on PS4. First of all, the second-to-second gameplay feels off. It's a difficult sensation to explain, but the crispness of the previous entries seems absent.
Yeah, that tracks.
Structure of the game is borderline bizarre. Players are dropped into a free skate arena, which is littered with waypoints.
Yep, that tracks.
Skating up to one will give you the option to engage in one of the course's missions. Well, I like that. That's like Tony Hawk 4. What's strange is that when you select a mission, you're taken out of the free skate session and plopped into a new instance by yourself. It fucking Sonic 2006's you?
Yeah, I guess so. But it's not like it doesn't have like the load time issues that game had.
Yeah. It does like it reloads the same area though, but without the NPCs and shit in it or whatever. That probably doesn't have NPCs. Sounds like it just has little arrows or something.
What the hell?
There's in-game advertising everywhere. Yeah. I mean, there's at least some degree of that in all the other Tony Hawks, but...
This feels so floaty.
The game is ugly as sin. Tony Hawk's face looks like a weird chicken embryo.
Wow! Well, this is what he looks like. Don't make fun of it. That feels mean. Feels like bullying. I can spin. Yeah, I've been spinning.
Is it just to like help you do tricks? Maybe it's tutorial exclusive, this slowdown. It shouldn't be.
It's not helping. I'm not gonna, because then I would be expecting it to happen during gameplay, and a revert is okay. Yep, revert.
They changed it to R1 instead of R2.
Yes, so.
That looked really slow.
Yeah.
That looks like a QuickTime revert. What the fuck? Still got ragdoll. That hasn't gone anywhere.
Oh wait, hold on. This feels like all exclusively, But I did do the revert to manual! What the fuck are you talking about?
Land it.
I did the revert to manual game. I swear! I did. I'm not doing it quick enough, probably. It's my fault. There we go. I was letting the combo like expire. Yep, lip trick. I know what a lip trick is. That. What? Oh, I gotta hold forward.
Part of me is surprised that lip tricks were in the first Tony Hawk game. You don't do a lot with them in these games.
I think some kind of creative lip tricks in like real life skateboard. Ding.
Yeah.
Is there something
Hold
I'm
up in
missing?
triangle.
That's what I was doing. That's what I'm literally doing, Xelrog.
I don't know.
I don't know either. Lip trick. There we go.
Do you know what you did differently?
Nope. I think I'm just hitting it as I'm going on rather than holding down Y and up as I'm approaching. Yeah, no, you gotta hit it, like, at once as opposed to just waiting for it to come up. Yep, there we go. I hit some lip tricks.
Exiting pools. Like, they thought we were stuck until now?
You'll see if you can reach the combo score with using only quarter pipes.
And no grinding.
Okay. Oh, no grinding. Fun. I got. Oh, okay, I guess that counted. Let's learn some extra tutorials. I've earned a new card. What the fuck? Okay.
Well, you gonna show us what it is? No?
Okay. I can't find it from here. I'm sorry.
Oh, is that the yellow one is the one we just did, the one in the pool. They probably had less and less of this music to pick from as time went on.
Yeah, I mean, Punk was dying, and Punk was, yeah, that
hey, they could have just pulled back on songs from 10 years ago. There's nothing stopping them.
This is during the dark age of licensing, where everybody wanted like $5 million to license 30 seconds of an old Black Flag song.
Oh yeah, I can't wait for this to be totally nuked on YouTube. Hopefully it doesn't get taken down. These videos always get claimed, but
let's just
I would rather not have to cut anything from it.
Let's just go. Look, you could have the advertising. Let's just have the fucking like music in.
All right, got a wall ride.
I'll eat. Because I don't. Do you recognize any of these fucking like artists? I don't.
I don't. I wouldn't know.
I don't either.
This is the kind of music that Sandy likes to listen to. He might know some of them.
He's probably screaming at us. You don't know 12-volt sex? That's an actual band. I know.
What does that stand do?
They're like a band from like operating exclusively out of Las Vegas, and I think their last album was in the 2000s. And I only know about this because my mom knows about them. And I was like
such
telling
tiny amounts. Sorry, go on.
Yeah, no.
Whoa!
This game has no consistency. Well, while riding, press X to spring upwards off a wall. Was this a thing?
I'm pretty sure that's what you just did. Yeah, this has always been a thing since Tony Hawk 2.
Oh my god, you're right.
It's so weird to see you just plummet out of the sky out of nowhere.
Just suddenly, oh, gravity applies to me.
Yeah.
How are you doing this? By the way,
you
you
can
were right.
decide when gravity triggers.
I think the game is doing this to basically like prompt me, hey, you could do this now, as opposed to just letting me figure it out in real time.
Mate, I hope it's a tutorial thing because it looks very disruptive.
It's not a good tutorial. Wow!
That had no animation. And the sound effect was like you just went full form flat into it.
Well, Antonio Falcon's neck is just broken.
Give us another one.
Hold on. Wait, oh, come on.
Nice Sonic shoes, by the way.
Thank you.
It's so fast.
I call this move the whiplash.
You did it again. You just went flying up. I guess in terms of game flow, that could be good in theory because you get back really quickly, but it looks awkward without the animation.
The reason why it worked in the last game was because it gave you like a second to be like, okay, I can process what's going on next. No, this is just it happens instantly.
R2 to spine transfer.
Okay.
Just go straight, jump up, and...
be? Yep.
The look you did it slow down.
I can do it! I'm fine! You don't need to slow it down for me and hold my hand on 5. GoPro, be here. Remember GoPros?
Yeah.
I think they're still around.
Performing tricks fills your special meter. You enter special mode?
I'm sorry, you can wild and crazy versions.
You can enter like a charged key mode in this game?
Yes! Speeder trigger! Let's do it! Pumped! It's gonna be awesome!
That's a stand ability. The more sick tricks you do, the more powerful you become.
Alright, specials are activated. What? Oh, it's just, you just spam fucking...
It looks like...
Okay!
Yeah?
You activate it, and then you can spam, like, tricks.
Yeah, it just turns all of your tricks into, like, special versions.
By the way...
That also looked very, like, off-style.
By the way, I should mention this, but they got rid of, like, just going to different grinds by hitting buttons while you're on the
Aww.
That sucks! Okay, that's a even if everything else in the game was perfect, that would be a fucking black mark. Why would you do that? Like, why?
Okay, just fling back the other way.
God.
Maybe they would have included it if they had, like, a full dev cycle. I don't know.
Alright.
That looks disruptive if you did that by accident.
Tony Hawk tried to actually be Hawk here.
Use the correct moves to collect the chain of pellets. Oh, this is the mode that was in the last game that we didn't get to play. Okay, so you have to be doing certain things to collect each types of them.
Alright. Waka 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 waka. I don't think I like this game mode.
Yeah. Do you have any interest in Pac-Man Dread?
Is there a game called Pac-Man Dread?
It's not called that, but that's exactly what it is. Have you not seen it? They
Isn't that the fucking terminal montage video where it was Pac-Man except it was also Dead Space, right?
That's pretty much what the game looks like.
Wait, so somebody looked at that and they're like, let's do this fucking thing in real life.
I mean, someone heard the South Park make the joke Hello Kitty Island Adventure, and they made that a real thing. I don't remember what it was called, but yeah, they're trying to do, like, serious Pac-Man, and it looks like Metroid Dread, and he's called Puck, and he can transform into a giant robot.
The fuck?
I gotta show you the trailer later. It's weird as shit.
Yeah, show me it later. That sounds hilarious. I mean, as long as if the gameplay's good, then I don't really care. It's a weird direction.
Feel the power. You cannot be stopped.
You cannot be stopped. I'm not a fucking Saiyan guy. Do this for real, huh?
All right. Well, tutorial's over. Are you for real? You really did it. Well, thanks, game.
Okay, we're gonna work on some missions now. You want to give this a try?
I'm sure I can take over. Let me swap controllers.
All right. Well, you don't need to. You can just hit it, and that's how these old games work. Is that the guy with a controller?
Old.
It's fucking 10 years ago right now, right?
It's not working. Shadow Labyrinth is what it's called.
Okay. It's called Pac-Man Shadow Labyrinth, or is it called Shadow Labyrinth?
Just Shadow Labyrinth. It is Pac-Man. It's a Pac-Man branded game, and they acknowledge that, but he's just not in the title.
That's funny.
Alright, I might have to relaunch. Oh, that sucks. It takes forever to launch these things.
It's like... You can show me Shadow Labyrinth while it loads.
Yeah?
It could be like a real variety stream.
Oh, wait, no, there it was. I didn't save the changes, that's all. Alright, so they have Create a Park. Well, they kind of, sort of, but not really have Create a Skater. You haven't... What? Yeah, we just finished the skate tutorial.
Did it not have an autosave this entire time? That's funny. I'm sorry, that is hilarious as fuck.
Any options we should worry about? Oh, we can turn the slam off if we don't like it.
Oh, that's nice. It probably added...
Oh, never mind.
No, on or double tap? No, you can't turn slam off. It's always on.
But I gotta experience the shit that you experienced before I change anything. Are there player-created levels included? No. We don't
have access to the PlayStation Network, I'm sorry.
Alright. What do we have? The Barracks, Bonfire Beach, School 3... Mega Park, Rooftops, the Bunker. This looks like Roswell, the asteroid belt.
Yeah.
The other levels look interesting. I know, we don't have online, it's fine.
Global play count, 0. Well, 1, because we're the only people fucking playing this game.
Alright, so the skate letters are just out.
Big Head Barracks. What?
Okay, so I can't be holding other buttons at the same time. Because Tony Hawk's is like... In Mario, you always hold the dash button. In Tony Hawk, you always hold X.
Yeah, you can't do that anymore.
Okay, so I'm going to stop here. I'm going to hold square.
It might be another button. New tricks to survive as long as you can't. What? What is this?
Let me double check my controls to be sure mine are not swapped. They swapped back. For some reason, your controller buttons are in the opposite positions that they're supposed to be.
I don't get it.
As far as this game thinks.
Probably
okay, so we have to like do tricks to keep our head from blowing up?
Yeah.
I think that was a thing in a previous game. Yeah, the slam is really obnoxious. That really messes with the flow.
I know, right? No, this is not good. Oh, you can activate infinite specials mode.
Infinite spec?
Yeah. Oh, you can't keep it up when you're doing it, unfortunately.
Yeah.
That sucks.
That's I compared it to like the Tenkaichi when you go full power mode or whatever.
Yeah.
That's a game that we'll get to eventually. Sparking Zero.
Eventually.
It's out. People are kind of
Do
mixed
not
on
bother. It is futile.
Yeah.
Up, down, up, down.
Also, I have to land the combos because it won't. If I have one going, it won't actually do anything.
Yeah, I can see why they would do that.
Is this just? Do I just last as long as possible?
I think it slowly goes up more as you as time goes on. You know, make it harder.
Well, yeah, but like, what's my goal? Is this a goal? Survive until when?
Your goal a while ago.
Oh, okay, cool. I mean, I imagine I would. This is the first level, but I hate those special tricks where you can't tell where the board is gonna, what direction it's gonna be when you land. No, I'm good.
I was violent. What the fuck?
You lasted 2 minutes. Unlocked a
Available
new
stat
card.
points. You level up.
Okay. There's a level up system.
Yep.
This is very not Tony Hawk music.
This is you were right in that this is a mobile game. This is all mobile game shit.
Also, wow, that's an incredibly generous radius for the letters. I just skated vaguely under it.
By the way, I think the developer was a mobile game developer.
That makes sense. I can see it. Alright, Attack of the Drones. Wait, so we can go to, like, any icon and just pick a different goal.
Yep. Oh wow, that is so awkward. Everything.
What's the point of having them then?
Gives you the illusion of freedom.
It's to make the levels look fuller.
Did you notice it? Just how awkward like the skating is?
Oh yeah. I am also having difficulty putting it into words.
It's just off. It's the uncanny valley of good control.
It feels like going from melee to brawl. There's just a little bit of delay before something comes out. Like there's a buffer, which Tony Hawk has really big buffers, so it's not exactly that. Yeah, there's like 3 or 4 frames from when I release the X button to when he actually jumps.
Yeah, it's just like it's not tight. It's not a tight like control system.
The slam, as we've said, is very disruptive.
Yeah. Yeah, it'll help with flow. No, it makes you just makes you feel like you're in a dream and you're just like falling quicker than you know, and you just
it does feel like dream
off.
physics. This is like Jelly Punch physics. Jelly Punch Tony Hawk.
Dude, I wish there was like the closest thing to like a skateboarding dream game was probably what was that? Kickflip something?
I know what you're talking about, but I don't remember the title.
Yeah, the Vaporwave one.
Oh, that one. The one we did a stream of that.
Yeah, that one is a better. That's a better game than this.
Yeah. They should do a Sega like All-Star skating game. It sounds weird, but I feel like it'd be cool to skate around a Knights level.
Was that an actual skateboarding
And Sonic
game?
would fit right in. What?
Oh yeah. That was an actual skateboarding game, a Sega All-Star skateboarding.
No, I'm saying it should be a thing. It'd be appropriate for the Sega cast.
That would be cool. Just Tony Hawk, but with fictional characters, just all fictional characters.
How would would he be in a ball on a skateboard?
I think he'd just be skateboarded.
Yeah.
Okay, well, him, Shadow, and Amy as like and Tails as this, and Knuckles, 5 people from Sonic.
The
Knights.
combo letters barely look any different from the skate letters.
They have a different color.
Barely.
Slightly.
And I've also had infinite time to get skate, so it's not really a... Alright, so 5 Sonic characters. 6. We gotta have Big.
Okay, yeah, Big the cat. And then... Knights, and then, who else do you think? Oh! You can just have a bunch of Yakuza characters!
Oh yeah, definitely. We got Yakuza, we got Shenmue. It's Samba de Amigo is Sega. I'm thinking of the characters who are in the racing games. There's Opa Opa, Alex Kidd.
Oh, Alex Kidd. Oh yeah, was that Sega? That was Sega, yeah.
Opa Opa doesn't ride a skateboard, it turns into a skateboard.
Oh! Vector Man!
Oh yeah.
Remember
he was
him?
In, like All-Stars Racers. I wonder how many people do remember him. Probably enough that he could fit in a game like that.
Or you know what? You just go, the people would play him and go, "Who's Vector Man?" And they'd be introduced to the glory of the original Vector Man on Sega Genesis.
Which I guess was supposed to be like a response to Donkey Kong Country was the idea. Like, look what our system can do.
But they were both different games, and they were both fun in their own way.
Okay, so the combo letters are a little bit more, they're a little bit tighter to get, at least. Sega has the right to aliens, so put a xenomorph in. Sure.
No, Predator. Oh, wait, no, I guess it's only Alien, huh?
Like the survivor lady from the Alien movies. Movie, rather. Give her like
Alien
a special with a flamethrower.
Ripley's daughter. Ellen Ripley. Just Ellen Ripley on a skate. Yeah, Ellen Ripley.
That is how they get got in one of the movies, just a flamethrower, right?
So the lore is that the original Alien took place not on like a military ship, but like a like some kind of like hauler, and they jury-rigged the flamethrowers.
Yeah.
You got military-grade flamethrowers in the sequel.
So we got a camera stick, but it does that thing where it flicks back to when you like release it.
Yeah, I don't like that.
I saw they hit a secret tape. There's also a CD up there?
Yeah.
Hello. Hidden DVD. Well, tapes are outdated. DVDs, however, in 2015... I guess they weren't quite outdated yet.
Oh, man... What would it be now? Like, if they made an actual, like, good Tony Hawk 5? What would they replace it with now? Blu-ray? No, it can't be... Either Blu-ray or USB drive. The hidden USB drive.
Where did I see that tape? Oh, there it is. Well, that's still a tape.
So there's a hidden tape and a hidden DVD.
I guess so, yeah. New collectible. He doesn't want to... So you can't stop and turn at the same time, I'm noticing. You have to be going straight before he will start to slow down.
Yeah.
That's one of the physics things I've noticed.
Going and stopping are two of the most frustrating things about this game in the time I've played it. It's
really important to be able to control your speed faster and slower at any given time in Tony Hawk.
Yeah, no, you can't do it here, and that really just fucks with me. It really harms like the ability to just kind of just do things, in my opinion. Like I keep expecting, okay, I'm gonna go start slowly, then go, but no, it's just I'm stopped and then I go.
Hidden VHS. We gotta clarify. Kids won't know what tapes are. Okay. Free skate objectives. I did the things. I guess let me do one more goal and then I'll see if we have another level available.
You know what would be fun if you do this and like, there's no classic mode here. It's just.
No. So this is like a weird mesh of Tony Hawk 4 mission style with classic mode. Because you go to these, and then it just, I guess it's more like 4. It just starts the goal. Grab as many ice cream cones as you can and deliver them to the outdoor pool.
Okay, but why though?
Oh, and Danica Patrick for the Sega skateboarding game. Very important.
Danica Patrick? That is...
She was in one of the racing games for some reason. She was a NASCAR racer.
I think you need to deliver it, because otherwise your head will explode.
Oh, we're doing that again.
If you get too many, then... Maybe I'm
wrong.
I
wonder if it's time or if it's just amount. Doesn't seem to be time. Yeah, no, if I eat too much, my head gets too fat. That's with a PH.
Yeah. Fat head.
I always remember that episode of Johnny Bravo, where like some gangsters are trying to like make him street cool.
Oh yeah.
And like,
we
gotta turn you fat and stupid.
Oh yeah, you know, because that was a slang in the 90s.
Yeah.
It was a fat and stupid, with people calling each other idiots and stuff. It was a crazy obsession with people dying.
Fat kinda lasted. Stupid really didn't. That's stupid with 2 O's. Nixon.
Man, I'm sad Epic is, Wow, in order to get a 6 score, you need to do 60 points.
I didn't do great at that one. I said Mountain Dew trash cans.
You're fighting with the controls. Mountain Dew trash cans. Oh. You know, I will say that the original Tony Hawk games, their advertising was lighter. It was there, but it wasn't like this. It was just plastered on everything.
Map view. How leave? How exit? Exit game, I guess? Wait, no, save my progress.
Hey, go back. How does one save?
There's no save in options. I assume it saves after missions, but now I don't feel like I can assume that. Because why would there be unsaved progress? Why would it even mention that then? Well, there's nothing else we can do. We have to be able to exit like this.
Yeah, I have to exit. All unsaved progress. Do you need like an
I guess maybe that means if you're like in the middle of a goal or something?
Yeah, probably. Hopefully. Okay, is there,
you really have to exit all the way back to the title menu.
You need 40 fucking stars in order to unlock the next level.
No, we don't
like
need
a fucking
40.
mobile game.
That's how many are in the. Or in 15. Okay. 15,
not a whole lot more.
30, 45. I gotta wait for that whole animation to play before I can like move down again to the next one. Hello? Okay, and it also doesn't loop around. Wow, this is slow menu navigation. This is the fastest it can move, because it's got to load the videos.
It's not like a few, like, one things that are, like, really bad about this game. It's just, like, everything is just done a little badly. And it's just, like, they're just fucking with the whole overall experience.
You can have a game that is, like, poorly designed in every other aspect as long as the engine is, like, solid and fun. Pokemon proves that. You know how fucked up Red and Blue are?
I will say that I've played games that are like really janky but fun because because despite it being janky, on the overall it was fun to play. There was better about it than some of its parts. This is not one of those games.
Swag crates. Okay.
Get the merch.
I was trying to, so I hit a wall and that affected the speed weirdly. I was trying to suss out how that worked.
Actually, I've got a thing I need to. I'm wondering.
You got a what?
What are the speedruns for this game? It has to have speedruns, right?
It takes so long to pick up speed again. So it is like, it's like a bad Smash character. You know what this is like playing Ganondorf. Everything has a big wind-up, and he's just sluggish to stop and start and move everywhere.
But do you feel powerful when you do stuff, though?
No, I feel like Ganondorf if he wasn't strong.
Fucking nerd Ganondorf. Ah, shucks, I hate living in the desert.
Huh?
I hate living in
the Ganondorf.
Yeah.
Hello?
I'm still here! Can you hear me?
No, the game. I was trying to hold square.
Okay. Don't scare me like that.
Barracks Ball Buster. Clear the pool of balls as fast as you can. Okay. Physics. This doesn't seem particularly skill-based, but what do I know?
So there are 3 runs on Tony Hawk. Oh, I actually, hold on. So, clear the pool. Wow, this is lame.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what the strategy is here.
Yeah, this would be more tolerable if, like, Johnny Knoxville was, like, doing commentary during it. Like, what does this gotta do with, like, doing kickflips and shit?
They have all these goals that act like there's a pool party going on out here.
There's nobody here!
This is empty as shit. It's a warehouse. There's no pool party. Antonio Hawk is so lonely that he like brings a bunch of ice cream to an empty pool and pretends he has friends.
There was a fucking rapture. He wasn't invited. Now he's just skateboarding in a warehouse. Because what the fuck else is he gonna do with his life? Okay, so this is a PS3/360 version of the game. The world record is 22 minutes 38 seconds.
Yeah.
It was 5 years
100%?
ago. It's only one of two people who ran the game. Nobody's run it since. It is one of the only times I've seen 0 active players on a fucking speedrun, like, .com game.
RPGs,
by the way, this game's almost
JRPGs.
By the way, this
have
game's
more
almost 10
attempters
years
than
old.
this.
We're in the fucking, like, 10-year anniversary of Tony Hawk Pro Skater 5.
Celebrating its history, its legacy.
Yeah.
It took us a while for, like, an actually good remake.
Yeah, and then we're gonna follow it up with hopefully another actually good remake. 3 and 4.
I don't remember how much we've talked about that on stream. So, 3+4 has been announced. Now that Activision is no longer hoarding all of their studios for Call of Duty. I guess Microsoft is letting their projects actually happen. So we're getting 3+4, and I'm a little bit worried about the 4 side because they're going to, like, change it to because it's a fundamentally different style of game than the first 3,
yeah, it's
and they're going to have to change it to match the classic style.
For reference, when we streamed that game, it took us, like, I think 2 or 3 times longer than any other Tony Hawk game.
Yeah, because we only did one, like, classic mode campaign in the other games. If we were to do 100% in the other Tony Hawk games, we would have to do the same campaign, like, 30 times.
Yeah.
It was really annoying, so it was very refreshing when Tony Hawk 4 had, like, a slew of original and different content that you could do for 100%. I'm looking for crates. I gotta find swag. Swag. Also, okay, no, I guess I got them all.
You got them all. Good job.
You have to do them all at once because I got some of them and then I did the mission and it went back to 0 again.
That's lame.
Having to, like, release X and stand still and then hold square, this is very cumbersome getting to these missions.
How high? Look, how high is too high?
Glendale grind. Distance you can grind multiplied by your trick multiplier. Isn't that's just a grind score?
I think you gotta get the multiplier up first and then do the grind.
I guess. Now it has to be a single continuous grind, I guess? No, it can be a combo grind. Okay, well this is my speciality.
Yeah, well, I mean, you can't, like, just match buttons anymore. Which is, that sucks. Wait, what?
You think I was mashing?
No, I mean, that was my favorite part of grinding, was just, you could just style on the rail. But you can't do that anymore. Because the makers of this game are squares.
No fun allowed.
I wanted that, I want to play Skate! I'm not playing Skate because I don't want that!
Are you aware of the main, like, gameplay gimmick of Tears of the Kingdom?
You make vehicles and stuff. Contraptions.
Yeah, so, I mentioned this because of the no fun allowed thing. They, the vehicles despawn after a certain distance, because I guess they don't want you flying around the whole map. That's kind of annoying.
There's gotta be, like, a mod or something to prevent that.
Yeah.
Like, I wonder if it's easier to mod games on Switch emulators than it is on an actual Switch.
Probably. I did give Yuzu a test run, so I have that going if ever we were to do anything on that. I don't know what we'd necessarily have to... Oh, Tears of the Kingdom, obviously.
Yeah.
But,
Tears of the Kingdom... Persona 5.
Bronze trophy. Great.
I like how you're not even upgrading your stat points. Like,
oh, how do I do that?
I guess you just go to the skater edit, go to Antonio Falcon, and then just add stats to him.
You can't even do it in-game like you could on the PlayStation 2 in 2003.
What else was released in the year in like 2015? That was. Did they say this was the worst game of 2015?
Yeah, look up a list of other 2015 video games. Ground jump height. Okay, they renamed Air to Vert. That's what's going on. We got a new level? Okay, we have Bonfire Beach.
I want to mention that also released in 2015 was Undertale.
Yeah.
So
a game more technologically advanced than this.
Yeah, made by one dude with a Kickstarter and a dream. Okay,
so we got like a festival beach going on.
An actual? Are there any NPCs though? Probably not. Okay, so top 10 worst games according to Polygon. Afro Samurai 2: Revenge of Kuma Volume 1.
I have Afro Samurai 1.
Alone in the Dark Illumination.
We doing voodoo shit again?
Okay, this list is very poorly. Why the fuck is the forums doing reviewing games? You don't know shit about games, assholes.
So this isn't worst ever. This is worst of 2015.
Yeah, Legend of Candlewind Nights and Candles. No matter how starved you might be for old-timey role-playing, give Legend of Candlewind a wide berth. Okay. Wander. Like Sisyphus on a treadmill, I fruitlessly walked around in hopes of discovering something worthwhile. Worlds of Magic. Godzilla. Red Goddess Inner World, and LA.
Why am I on fire? Okay, that's Revert is just a suggestion.
Qbert Reloaded.
Pubert?
Qbert. You know the old.
Oh, Qbert. Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Color Guardian. This is all just games I've. Oh, Hatred.
Yeah, I remember that one. People talked about that one.
I don't think Hatred is worse than this, though.
Yeah.
Maybe it is. I haven't played it.
I mean, in some ways, but in terms of gameplay.
Oh, The Devil's Third was released this time? That was,
The Devil's Third?
Yeah, I've heard of that game. So these are all games I've never heard of, and then Tony Hawk Pro Skater 5. IGN, what say you? Yeah. Oh, wait, I have to download a podcast to get your work feed? Fuck off.
They won't let you, like, finish the article?
No, it's all on podcast. Top most disappointing games. First one listed, Tony Hawk Pro Skater 5. The Order 1886, I've heard of that. Need for Speed reboot. Okay, Mad Max. I don't think Mad Max was worse than Tony Hawk Pro Skater 5. The PC release of Batman Arkham Knight. Fuck off, CNET. Watch Mojo, top 10 worst games of 2015. Oh, I see the screenshot for Tony Hawk 5. The Order 1886. Animal Crossing Amiibo Festival. That's the second time I've seen that listed. What do you know about that Animal Crossing game? What did Vinny say about that?
I don't know much about it. I think it was a game that had a couple mini games that were later added to the 3DS Animal Crossing because no one bought Amiibo Festival. And I guess they didn't want to waste the dev time.
Rugby World Cup 2015. Attack on Titan, Humanity in Chains. What the fuck is that? Godzilla. They released a Godzilla game in 2015. Raven's Cry. Oh, I know this game. I know Raven's Cry. You know what Raven's Cry is?
No. What?
It's a pirate RPG that's like really just bad and janky, but it had a little like a
bad and janky. You say?
Yeah. Motorcycle Club, Hatred, Tony Hawk Pro Skater 5. What was number 1 then? That was only number 2.
So I'm noticing a lot of cases where an animation has to completely finish before you regain control or can change your speed or anything.
Alone in the Dark Illumination. We keep mentioning, okay, five worst games of 2015. Life is Strange. Nope. No. Hey. Mad Max. Mad Max is just mediocre. It's not a bad game. Afro Samurai 2: Revenge of Kuma Volume 1. The Order 1880. No Tony Hawk this time. Okay.
I don't know if these are even worth, like, stars or whatever I'm trying to collect.
Probably, I think they are 1 star. Why is your skateboard on fire?
I don't know. I mentioned that earlier. It's just been that way this whole level.
List of video games with notable, like, public recipient. Okay, I'm gonna go to the most accurate article, Wikipedia. 2015. Tony Hawk Pro Skater 5. Alone in the Dark Illumination is apparently, like, regarded by most people as just... The fuck is Alone in the Dark Illumination?
I give up. I don't care anymore. Marshmallow Madness. Do I have to collect marshmallows and bring them to a pool party?
So the 2 worst games in 2015 was this, and the only thing that was even comparable was Alone in the Dark Illumination.
So what is that? Look it up.
Alone in the Dark Illumination, you want to look that up? Alright.
Sure. This is the same thing, by the way. I'm delivering marshmallows to a bonfire with no people because Antonio has no friends.
I kind of feel bad for Antonio Tony now. Antonio Falcon, sorry.
Antonio Tony. Tony Antonio. That's a good character name.
Like a guy named John Jones.
Oh, we're doing the thing in, we're doing the Tony Hawk 2 thing where there's beach that you can crash into. Where the fuck's the bonfire?
Oh. That's gotta be the bonfire. Why did it not work?
I would think
you
so.
Know, just casually going through, was that the No, but that's not the bonfire because...
Do I still have marshmallow? I guess
sucks.
that was the bonfire. Oh god. I was holding left that whole time and there was some animation going on that I could not turn left. It was like jump squat or something. Landing lag. What is this miserable Love Shack remix? Bang bang. You there?
Sorry, I was looking at gameplay footage of Illumination.
Okay, holding square.
Oh, I know what this is! This is the temples!
Yeah?
Yeah!
Collect
I
voodoo
played all
dolls
the time when I was still working at Mod Pizza.
Have you heard of the band Stone Sour?
No.
Darian has told a story where that was announced that they were going to play that on the radio as a kid. And he thought, oh my god, they're playing Majora's Mask music. Because Stone Tower.
Yeah. Yeah, I get it. Just, that'd be... Imagine a radio station deciding to randomly just play video game music back in the 90s, and that wasn't considered to be so cool.
I'd have
People
listened
might
to
actually
it.
like it. Yeah, I would too. Early days of like online internet radio, there were stations that just played nothing but video game music.
There's a surprising number of people who that's like the only music they listen to.
What, video game music?
I'm not throwing shade at anything, but it's a little surprising to me how many people just don't listen to bands or anything.
I get it. There's some people that just don't like music. I don't know why. I'm not gonna question it.
Riptide. Sure, I'll do the rings one. So these seem like pretty similar sets of goals as the previous level, just on a different level. Which I guess isn't really new for Tony Hawk. It kind of always did that to some degree.
Superman 64. Well, it didn't look like rings. It looked like points you had to hit, and they were kind of like...
I just mean the fact that they would do, like, the same set of goals and then apply them to every level. But there was also a couple ones that were always unique on every level.
Do this in 25 seconds. Good luck. No, there not being any NPCs and no, like, interactable parts of, like, the level, it just makes it, like, kind of seem sad.
Empty.
Yeah.
I complain about Tony Hawk 3 feeling empty, and even that had, like, 3 or 4 people on each level.
You know what you could do in Tony Hawk 3? You could fucking dunk a giant bucket into a giant vat of molten metal. And
Yeah, there were lots
them.
of cool interactables in that one.
Yeah. It's not so much. There's supposed to be a bonfire, and there's like just shit on fire, and nobody here. It's like there's a fucking apocalypse has happened, and this guy doesn't even realize it.
You know, he realizes it. He's just trying to pretend it didn't happen.
Apropos of nothing, I got a show I gotta
Yeah?
Nah, it's fine. It's nothing.
Here we go, Hawkman.
I just know a show that that happened, and that was like the first episode twist, and
How quickly can we retry? Retrying in... What do you mean 58 seconds?
What? What do you mean? Oh, no, it's 10 seconds. No, it's now!
I'm so confused.
You think Hawkman could have worked in any other game?
Yeah, no, I like the game mode. It honestly wasn't even bad in HD. It's just the games themselves that are the problems. I wish I had like input shown on screen so I could show how long it takes between when I release a button and he actually like reacts and slows down.
There are programs for that. You could add that to later games if you want to demonstrate how fucked up the controls are.
I am going to say that's the main problem, is that whatever the animations are, this game is full of animations that are forced to fully complete before you gain control of your character again.
I don't think you got it. I think you ran out of time.
Yeah, no, I didn't. Gee, I'm just not good enough at Tony Hawk, I guess. Can't be the game's fault. There's no bad video games. Did you feel like that when you were like a little kid? If like you couldn't beat a video game, you figured, oh well, it must be my fault. There are no bad video games.
I don't know. Like, I think I did. I think, but that was not me saying, gee, I'm bad at this game because I'm not good at it, but I was like thinking about it again. I'm like, okay, they obviously couldn't have designed the game to be like this. There's some kind of mechanic that I'm not getting. Some kind of secret, like, trick. Like, that was me for Fester's Quest. Because I was playing that, and I'm like, hey, this game can't just be this obtusely hard. There's got to be some kind of, like, secret trick that I'm not getting. Some point I'm not getting to. But no, it was just hard. And then I like grew up and I realized, wait a minute, not all games are like perfect.
Because that's like not only the small child way of thinking, that's the grandma way of thinking. Is that, well, the video game is published, it's on the Nintendo, so it can't be bad. All video games are not created equal.
Does Is that what Charles Britannia says when he launched Britannian video games? That's the company's slogan. All video games are not created equal.
Equality is not a crime. Did I do it? Okay, I got pro on at least. Starting in seconds. No, I want to end. Cancel. Return to free skate.
Return to free skate.
Okay, yeah, loading zone. Loading.
What do you think is the worst game you've ever played that you intended to play instead of like games that other people forced on you or playing it for the meme?
Well, does this count as the latter?
You actually played this? You actually got this thing in? Oh boy, I can't wait to play this.
No, I mean like obviously we're playing this for the YouTube video because of how shitty it is.
Yeah. Right.
Like a game that I was looking forward to, or like went out of my way to play. You mean?
Yeah, a game you were looking forward to that you went out of the way to play.
I can't think of any offhand. I mean, as a kid, you kind of just get what you're given.
Yeah.
Use a flip trick to fire. Shoot all of the targets as fast as you can. Okay.
Oh, wow. Okay, this game mode rocks.
He just raided the empty fireworks tent after the apocalypse.
Yeah.
Got some fireworks to have some fun. No one's gonna stop him.
Oh, man. I remember there were games that I just didn't quite jive with, and I didn't think that was a fault of the game. It just wasn't really my thing. There was a game on the GameCube. What was it? I forget what it was called, but it involved you capturing monsters with cards and then resummoning them, and you had like a disc and stuff. It was like an RPG.
Yeah.
I remember playing it for a while, and I was just like, after a while, like, this game is just not doing it for me. And I bought it. I remember buying it with my own money. I was intending to return it, and my mom was like, "No, you can't return it." I'm like, "Why not?" They're like, but you just can't. She didn't like understand why I would want to return a game, and she's like, "Don't like, we're gonna go here. Don't bring it with you. Don't return it." And I'm just thinking to myself, "It's my money. I bought it with my money. Don't fucking return it." So I did. And she's like, "I told you not to return it." I'm like, "But I got a game I actually would like now."
That is a bizarre thing for her to say. You know what ones I don't remember if I bought these. You know, I think I did. It was from like used game stores. Dragon Ball Super? Super Dragon Ball, different. The like arcade fighting game that was ported to PS2. That was kind of a disappointment coming off the Budokai games. And
I've never heard of this.
Dragon Ball Z Sagas was pretty bad. That was like a beat 'em up story driven game, but it only even went up to the Cell Saga.
Oh, I thought you were talking
about
like
expecting it to
for
be.
a second.
No, that's an RPG on the GBA.
Yeah, it's a top-down RPG. Did the level up by beating up snakes and shit?
Super Dragon Ball was a much more like traditional fighter compared to the other Dragon Ball PS2 games. Because was it like based off an arcade game. It was Tekken-like.
All right, I'm gonna see
and
this.
Chi-Chi was playable.
And who was playable?
Chi-Chi. Adult Chi-Chi.
Oh, cool.
So never playable in Tenkaichi, but she's in Super Dragon Ball. Did I get more stats?
Not Dragon Ball Super, Super Dragon Ball.
Yeah, different.
Times, old man.
Guess I want speed. I didn't see any areas on that level that I would need to like jump high up to, like the hidden tape on the previous one.
Right, Super Dragon Ball. Arcade game.
40 stars. Okay, I guess because I would need to get like actually good
All right,
stores.
Super Dragon Ball Z was the actual name of the game.
Yeah. We're not going to see many of these levels. I don't know if we'll make it to 3.
You don't have to play through it if you don't want to. Beat B.
Beat who? What?
I'm just.
Who made it? Super
Yeah,
Dragon
I can
Ball
see
Z.
why it looks
It's just a arcade fighting game, and I'm not really about traditional fighting games.
No. Never really a fan of Tekken.
Nah.
Maybe if you only exclusively played as Kuma, you'd like it.
Yeah.
This is just... He has, like, one of the best, like, move lists.
The only traditional fighter that I played to a significant degree was Marvel vs. Capcom 3 on the PS3. I played a fair bit of that. Which is a very mashy fighting game.
Oh, yeah. It is. People will yell at me that is not... Wait, hold on. Go back.
Yeah?
Why are there masks floating?
Just voodoo shit. Let's do the voodoo goal. Voodoo... No, I already did that. Voodoo Vault Doll Vanquisher. Grind on... Oh, there's pro goals that are only worth 1 star. Okay.
I guess after you beat him, like, the max. So... Masks, huh? What the fuck? What is... There's an apocalypse going on. That's the meta plot of this game, is just that there was an apocalypse.
That's how the devs excuse there not being anyone.
You're the last skater. Tony Hawk is the... Sorry, Antonio Falcon is the last skater.
That's a movie title, The Last Skater.
Yeah. Although... They killed all the grinders in the history of like LA.
Oh no, there's no more sandwiches?
Yeah. It's just like it's like an action movie, except instead of like there being like some kind of martial arts combat or gunslinging combat, it's like a guy skateboarding and it somehow takes out all like the villains.
Why does it say like 60 seconds?
I don't know.
Does it max it out?
This game is not well designed.
Does it max it out in case like they don't know how long it's going to take to load, so they're just covering their asses?
Maybe. Sneaky.
What are some creative like hidden loading zones methods you've seen?
Doom and build engine games. In order to simulate like multiple floors, they do like sneaky teleports to like simulate like an elevator going up and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I think what you're trying to achieve is impossible. That's just me. Not even like impossible.
I need to get more stars, or we can't
move
on.
I know you do. You could get like you could go back to previous levels and do their goals.
Yeah, I'll probably do that because those seem more manageable than this particular level. Also, really I don't know if you're seeing this, but what keeps getting me is this spot right here. I try to jump up, but if I wall ride, I lose all of my height for some reason, and I just plummet back down again.
And that kills some of your.
You know what it is? It's because I'm pressing triangle. They did not test that slam mechanic.
No.
Oh, so close.
Yeah, at least you got one. You got like one up.
I'll do one more try. I can make 30. I 100%ed Tony Hawk HD because there were so few achievements. I got them all on Steam.
Of course you did.
I couldn't even finish this game with not 100%. This is definitely worse than HD.
Yeah. It's...
You know what else I 100%ed? I got all the achievements for Ultimate Battle 22. It's like going from that to the GT game. Which, by the way, Matt McMuscles did cover.
The GT game had funny, like, voices, though.
It did,
It doesn't have that.
You said when we played it you wanted Matt McMuscles to do a video on it, and he did!
Yeah, he did! It didn't beat, I think it was during, I think it hasn't beaten Pit Fighter yet, though.
Yeah. He also, like, went in not expecting it to be as bad as Ultimate Battle 22.
And then... It always gets you. It's just like, oh, it certainly can't be that bad. And then you play, you're like, oh god. Soundtrack's alright, though. The soundtrack is the least worst part of it.
I think the soundtrack is a bit better than HD at the very least.
Yeah. I wonder... Can you see what the songs are? From,
opt credits.
Nope.
No? Well, I'm sure it'll list the songs eventually.
You know how it'll list the songs? It's easier if I just look them up.
Yeah.
This track's nice. Don't worry.
This one actually sounds like a Tony Hawk track.
Okay, Tony Hawk Pro Skater 5 soundtrack.
I know 32. I'm not connected to PSN. Sorry, go on.
Anti-Flag. Atmosphere, I know them. Black Pistol Fire. What?
Those are the bands?
Yeah, bands. Yeah, the bands. I'm listing bands because the songs are going to mean nothing to you. Bully. Cloud Nothings. Cold Cave. Connie Price and the Keystones. Crass Mammoth. That's a great name for a band. Deaf Poets. Another great name. Death.
I just want to point out he did not start this mission moving. I had to, like, sit for 2 seconds before he began going forward.
Oh, wow. That was a waste of 2 seconds. Death from Above, 1979. Dear Mother.
1979 is part of the band name.
Yes! Dear Mother, Doom Tree, Fake P.
A Doom Tree?
Family Force 5, 4 Year Strong, Harlan, 100 Visions, Hungry Hands, Icon for Hire, Killer Be Killed, not Kill or Be Killed, Killer Be Killed, New Politics, Plague Vendor, Rat-a-tat-tat. Okay, yeah, I know those. I know Rat-a-tat-tat. Rat Black, Royal Blood. I think I've heard of them. State Champs, Temples. Yep, I called it. There, that was Temples. The Orwells, the Schizophonics, the Sheds, and it's not going to be a surprise to you. It's probably the song you're thinking of when you hear this band, Yogi and Skrillex.
Okay.
Here's the dubstep song was Skrillex. It was 2015. Every dubstep was Skrillex dubstep. But yeah, not many people I've heard of. Only a few I'm aware of.
Yeah.
I like that it's having a lot of trouble compiling shaders.
Yeah, it keeps doing that. That's not the game, obviously. That's PCSX3.
Yep.
Oh, there it is.
I mean, you could have gotten it if the game wasn't so bad.
Well, if I knew where it was, all I had was blue arrows, because at no point was it on screen skating up to it.
You notice that I haven't given you shit at all. I know how this game is, and I'm not blaming you for one iota.
Look at his hanky.
I was wondering why you were like volleying a lot.
It's not hanging freely. It has exactly the same animation every single time he jumps.
Like, why are you destroying the drones? What are these drones? Like the robot army that disappeared all your friends?
Yeah.
This
is after the robots take over. This is when SK8, like, his rebellion won. This is the last remaining human.
SK8 Prime, SK8 Coon, SK8.
Yes.
Okay, all of them. And so it's up to Tony Hawk's cousin Antonio Falcon to defeat the robot army and restore order. It's like skate or die, you see. Reminds me of that plot, that like background plot in Hong Kong '97, where
background plot, implying there's multiple plots.
well, it's like the plot like where they get Bruce Lee's cousin.
Oh yeah.
So this is Tony Hawk's cousin, Antonio Falcon. This game doesn't deserve to have like an SK8 like made for it. This is just Antonio Falcon.
No, we couldn't if we wanted to. At least it has some like creation features. I don't think HD had any.
God,
I don't think it had Create a Skater or Create a Park.
What is Create a Park gonna be like? How bad is that gonna be?
Let's do one more level and then do a quick look at Create a Park.
All right.
I think I unlocked another level.
So
it's the even worse low-gen version on RPCS. I guess this was on PS4 and Xbox One, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't have either of those, but...
They're not around anymore. Yep, School 3!
Alright, the long-awaited sequel to the Tony Hawk 2 level in 1999, or whenever.
Keep in mind, I'm not judging this based off of PS4 standards. I'm judging it based off of PS3 standards, and PS3 standards, it looks bad for a PS3 game.
Yeah.
Like, there were some games I playing on the PS2. There were some games on the PS2 that look surprisingly good. Like, Black looks like surprisingly holds up. This is not Black.
Okay, so this is taken straight out of School 2. This whole section here.
Yeah, but this was 3. What's greater than... what?
Football?
Football.
Okay, so yeah, this is extremely similar to School 2. It's just, like, remodeled? They should have called this School 2.5.
Just call it School 5.
Football? Okay, so...
I don't know why that was so funny.
Okay.
That happened to me too, like during the tutorial. I'm like, is it just me or the jumps floatier?
Yeah, but you were, like, doing stuff. That just kind of happened just jumping. I figured it was, like, a weird wall-ride interaction. So in Tony Hawk 2, on the PlayStation 1, there was more level if we went to the left here. There's no more level here. Oh, there's, like, a booster here.
Oh, that explains a lot, actually.
Okay, so this is also part of the 2 area.
Oh, hey,
in 2, we would have had more level if we went this way, but now there is no more level. You know, the PS3 isn't quite as powerful as the PS1.
Do you think that Tony Hawk will have a Friends of Jimbo pack for Balatro?
Friends of Jimbo?
You never played Balatro.
No, is that just what the like crossover packs are called or something?
Yeah, the DLC. It's not DLC. This is all released for free, but they have like image skins for all for the kings, queens, and jacks.
I've seen that. It's like every kind of brand is getting in on Balatro. It's like card Fortnite.
It's it's better than card Fortnite because you're not paying for it. Logo Thug was probably given like $500 and saying, "Hey, can you like have our stuff in there?" And he's like, "Yeah, sure." It's not gonna change gameplay, whatever. I don't give a fuck. Also, it's other games, so it's not like The Rock is there. But yeah, just Tony Hawk and Balatro.
It's a big ass baseball.
Or baseball with giants. Like One Piece giants.
I say this every time in every Tony Hawk game because it was only in 4. God, how nice it would be to just, like, set a respawn point of your own.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
right here. I would love to be able to do that. Especially since this is designed like Tony Hawk 4, where I need to be in certain places in the level to do certain things.
Yeah. But no, you got... Aha! Oh, I thought you fucked that up. That's awesome. That's,
He's happy.
Yeah.
Antonio liked that.
I do like the fact that he fist bumps every time you get
Antonio fucking Falcon.
You probably need to hit the ball in like the goal.
Yeah, that was one of the goals involves those balls.
Yeah.
I don't think I want to do that one. I'd like to avoid it.
Yeah.
Classroom combo. What do we got? The menu's done. Pressing down should go back to the top in every video game ever. Doing it old school,
like it just
big
boops,
head high.
yeah.
Grind for glory. The ring races are easy. Those are some of the easier goals.
20 seconds for a 6 score.
I wonder how much of this is the game and how much of it is my system, because, you know, it's PS3 emulation. It's kind of hefty.
Yeah.
And I'm also running, you know, OBS Parsec Discord. It is, like, it is weird that this basically takes the same amount of resources as PS2 emulation. A little more, but not a lot more.
I wonder if it's like they optimize the shit out of this, or if PS2 optimization it just is sucks.
I couldn't do PS2 games for the longest time, but I found out that was because it uses none of your graphics card. It's all CPU.
Oh,
I hadn't upgraded my CPU.
Oh yeah.
I posted my stats to like on some forum or something with like a brand new graphics card and an old ass CPU, and the first response was like, "What the fuck, dude?"
What the? Is there no option to? I guess they couldn't figure out how to tie it to graphics memory and EPSX. Or
I
PSX
don't know. I don't know if it's just something innate to how it's emulated or what.
I've had no problems with it so far. I wonder if Windows is also kind of fucks with it, because I am still on Linux and I haven't had any issues with it where on my end.
With PS3 emulation or PS2
PS2
emulation?
I haven't done PS3 yet. I'm playing through the Ace Combat series as well as other stuff. And,
oh yeah, you mentioned that because one of them, for some reason, is locked on the Xbox 360.
Yeah, Fires of Liberation, Dance with the Angels with Microsoft.
Dance with the Angels, mommy.
I remember when I first started when I played that like a little bit of that game. The vibes were off in like the opening cutscene, because I was like that was the first Ace Combat game I played, was Ace Combat 5. No, not Ace Combat 6, sorry. And I was like, okay, we're gonna be doing jetcraft stuff, and I see this cutscene of like this mom and her daughter, and I'm like, the fuck is going on? And then the two opening lines were her holding a coin to her daughter, going, "Here, an offering for the king," and then her responding, "Dance with the Angels, mommy." I'm like, the fuck is this? Why is this so creepy? And then, you know, they explain it a little bit, like, and I'm like, oh, okay. Then I realized, oh wait, that's how Ace Combat does its story. They don't like do cutscenes involving like the army and military and stuff. They do the cutscenes for the people who are kind of just uninvolved in the day-to-day conflict, or people who
That's
know.
Not the white phosphorus. That's not the White Phosphorus series.
No, Ace Combat is just jet fighting. The White Phosphorus one tops the line.
fucking the plummet as long as you're holding triangle.
So somebody just re-edits like an Ace Combat game, but with the cutscenes of fucking Spec Ops: The Line. That'd be fucking weird. Gentlemen, welcome to Dubai. And the Ace Combat takes place in another like world called Strange Real. It doesn't have a Dubai. Oh, okay. So I played through Ace Combat 7, and so something you should know about the game series is that it doesn't take place on Earth. It takes place in a world they call Strange Real, which has like different continents and stuff, but with like a kind of similar technological level, except there's no nukes in Strange Real. They have like all sorts of other like crazier like super weapons, like railguns and shit, but they don't have nukes. So there's like there's like countries called Balkan, Ostia, Eurasia, or Usia, Grace Maria, stuff like that. And you're just like thinking, oh, okay, that makes sense. It's just all sorts of different names for things. And then in 7, the AWACS, the aircraft warning system operator, his whole thing is that he likes to eat, and he says, hey, you know, after this mission's done, we should get some Italian food nearby.
Yeah.
My man, the fuck is Italy?
Whoa! You see that? Antonio's got skills.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
We're looking for a tall native man.
Okay, that's more egregious than the tall native man thing.
Yeah, it is, because it names a specific country.
Yeah, Italy. What the fuck is Italy? What kind of food is Italian food? Maybe it's not pizza. Maybe Italian food in that universe is just like fucking steaks. I don't know, but it was something I didn't really think about at first. I'm like, yeah, I got some Italian food. I'm like, yeah, I love Italian food. And then I'm like flying, and 5 minutes later, literally just like pause the game. I'm like, the fuck did he just say? I'm blowing up oil rigs, and you somehow did something that made me get shocked. Getting like dogfighted by a bunch of jets who are intended to shoot me down, and I'm more concerned about the fact that you apparently know what Italy is. I gotta go back to the dialogue in the series now and see if there's any other like weird idioms. Like if somebody like references seeing London bridges falling down or some shit.
Collect hall passes with a high trick multiplier. Alright. A lot of this trick multiplier stuff in this game. In a game that doesn't like control well.
I have another story about that from Super Mario 64 actually. Just somebody like giving like a weird ass reference.
I'd like to point out that retrying in Tony Hawk 4 was instant.
Yeah, this is not. It was also instant in like all other Tony Hawk games as well.
It's pretty instant. You did have to restart the because it was classic mode. You'd have to restart the level, and I think in like the first one, you'd have to see the goals again.
Yeah.
Even that was faster than this, though.
So Super Mario 64, there like during one section it was Mario and Mallow, and it was the one where they try to find
Super Mario RPG.
Gino. Yeah, Super Mario RPG: Legend of the Seven Stars, the SNES one. I think we've seen this because we were playing through it a little bit, and it was the one where he goes, "Who do you think you are, Bruce Lee?"
Yeah.
And I'm just like, how the fuck do you know who Bruce Lee is? Dude, you think Mario Bruce Lee could have fought Bowser?
Gonna guess no, but who knows? Do you think he was a Toad?
Oh man,
Bruce T.
Bruce T. That's it. That's him. Hey, who do you think you are, Bruce T?
Maybe that's the master's real name in Paper Mario.
I am Toad. I take care of the place while the master is away.
All right. Well, I was kind of You mentioned things that you were looking forward to but disappointed by. That's this level.
Yeah. How do you?
Not really blown away. A lot of the stuff just feels like it's just kind of thrown around without any intent. I don't know why it is here.
It's
But let's check out the park editor for real quick.
Yeah, let's do the park editor. God, imagine you have to spend like a bunch of money to unlock stuff for new level.
Well, we have online. We have to like let people make their parks and share them. What is this, like Smash Brothers level editor shit?
I like how you called it that, and I knew immediately what you meant.
Welcome to the Create a Park editor. Create your very own skate park and share it with the world.
Yeah, well, I mean, we're still doing it, but nobody will be able to play it.
Move the cursor left and right.
There's a tutorial for this too.
Yeah, sure. Great, awesome. Wait, I'm skating?
Save your level.
Okay, I hit select to go into...
Alright. So Antonio Falcon managed to make it to the space station where the robots are like taking control of the world.
Place. Okay, here we go. Ramps. Yep, lots of ramps. Oh, that's speed though. I'm gonna guess that's RPCSX3.
In the story of Antonio Falcon versus the SK8 robots, how do you think it would end? Like in space, they have a skate off. Antonio Falcon wins, and then the robots are impressed and they agree to let humanity go.
No, see, I was gonna go with the Kubrick route, where there is no happy ending, and the robots just this is the new reality.
It just ends with Antonio Falcon in space watching over Earth while he's trapped on a space station.
He just lives the rest of his life like this, just skating by himself.
That is bleak. No, you see, Antonio Falcon, he was about to like get defeated by the ultimate skate robot, one-winged SK8, and then SK from
SK8.
and then SK from Underground comes in and it saves him and it says, "I'll help you. I know what it's like to be human." And then they perform the ultimate combo, 1080 like spin trick, and then the sheer awesomeness of the trick causes one-winged SK8 to melt down. And then they high five as the So then the space station starts falling to Earth, and they're like, "Oh shit, what are we gonna do?" And then they're like, "We gotta airdrop from the station onto that ramp down there." And then they do, and then Eric Sparrow catches it because he's reformed.
Hey, you know what I love about Tony Hawk Park editors? The lack of a snap function. The thing I complained about in 1+2. Good fucking luck lining things up.
I can't wait for you to make a Feel Good Factory, except in Tony Hawk Pro Skater.
I tried making a park in 1+2, but the lack of a snap, it's so hard to get things just lined up perfectly. Everything is always just a little off. I really hope that's in 3+4.
Next time, pick a skate park that doesn't suck. You
so
can
this
have,
seems
like,
pretty basic.
What the fuck? Having this random fucking ass kitchen table and
centerpieces. Yeah? So aside from, I guess, these pieces, this seems pretty basic. This is about the same kind of style as the Tony Hawk 2 park editor.
Yeah, seems like it. Did I really ramble on a bit? I just can't believe there's no story. There's like no real story mode in these games anymore. You gotta play. I guess you haven't played Tony Hawk's American Wasteland yet, have you?
I haven't played. Originally, I hadn't ever played past like half of Underground, so anything since then has been new to me.
We played Underground 2, right?
We played Underground 2. We played HD.
So and
we played. So the next one on our list would be. What's the seventh one? American Wasteland and then Project 8.
American Wasteland, then Project 8, then Proving Ground.
Yeah. Power-ups. I'm sorry? Has that been a thing in this game this whole time and it just was not explained to me?
I guess so.
Alright, well let's test some power-ups. We got boost, I'm guessing. We got fire, electricity. The school map was full of electricity and the beach map was full of fire.
What are they supposed to do? Or do they do anything? Or is it just no? By the way, complexity meter's almost maxed out, despite the fact you have like 50 park benches and power-ups, and that's about it.
Yeah, I placed like 20 objects. Nope, almost full. Okay, now how do
20 objects? Wow, your complexity's really high.
I don't know how to, publish online. I don't know how to, just go back to skating, so...
I think you hit select again.
I did that. It didn't do anything.
There must be some button.
Look at that save time. It's like 10 times longer than on the PS1.
It's saving to fucking nothing. How is it not, like...
Well, it should be saving to the save data.
Saving save data.
Unless it just crashed.
I soft block, yeah. Well... I guess your level was too complex for this game.
Darn, we'll never know what the other power-ups do. There was one, I wonder if the wings one was like a double jump.
Oh, that'd be nice.
I'm sure they'd be cool to use if you could have a park with more than 10 pieces in it, but... Yeah, I guess, I think it's stuck. I think that's it for Tony Hawk 5.
Saving? No, you're not. Don't lie to me.
A couple problems with emulation. A lot of problems with the game itself.
Yeah, the game itself is not good. This game could be at 1-to-1 accurate hardware. I still would think it's not good. Like, many people agreed. Like, everybody agreed this game was not good. Like, nobody could, like, everybody had, like, mostly different, like, worst games of all time lists, but they all agreed that this game and fucking Alone in the Dark was, like, the worst game of 2015.
They could remake this in the 1+2, the new engine, and it would still be bad just because the levels are just poorly designed. Or just copy-pasted from 2 with half the level cut off.
Hey, you know what? It's a good market quality getting a fucking mobile developer to suddenly do, like, a Tony Hawk game and being like, hey...
It was doomed to fail.
This was made after HD, right? So, HD bombed, and then they're like, okay... We'll give you one more chance. Just shit out a fucking Tony Hawk game in like a few months.
Because the license is about to expire and we want to make a few more pennies, says Activision. I'm so glad that they're not... I'm so glad that they're not, like, fully in charge of the franchise anymore and they can actually do stuff with it. I hope 3+4... I hope 3+4 is not as live servicey in presentation as 1+2 was.
You know it's going to be, though.
At least more navigable.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
At least the, would you say the UI in this game was alright, though?
I had trouble navigating to some degree. Probably about on par with, maybe even a little worse than 1+2. I do have problems with 1+2's UI. That's like my only main gripe with the game.
Yeah, I don't like block mode.
Yeah, that was Tony Hawk 5, the best one, says no one. But are you off anytime this weekend, or are you working this weekend?
I've got a couple of days off. I'm working tomorrow. I got Wednesday I'm doing something, and then Thursday I'm off. I don't know about
That's
Friday.
Right. We're planning Jackbox on Thursday, so that'll be our next stream, whether you're able to make it or not.
I think I got the weekend off.
All right. Well, thank you guys for watching. We'll see you for the next one.